Here is a brief video on a problem that I've seen for years on the internet, and it has to do with people not following the installation instructions when using composite decking materials. And what usually ends up happening is the deck builder uses the same spacing for the decking as they do for their stair stringers, and that's not always going to work. And I don't really understand the reason building department. So let's go ahead and start with something I found on the internet, and this information might change over time. But for now anyway, I found one that required a maximum stair stringer spacing of 9 inches on center. So for a 4-foot wide stairway, you're going to have to install 7 stair stringers. And this might seem a little overkill, but the bottom line is, if you're using a manufactured product and they have installation instructions for that product, then there's a good chance your local building department officials and structural engineers aren't going to allow the same spacing for the deck joist as they will for the stair stringers. And for those of you who have been doing this for decades and getting away with it, I'm just telling you that you might not be getting away with it in the future. So just make sure that you read the product installation instructions and actually use them to build your deck if that information actually applies for construction in your area. In the next video, let's take a look at what I've noticed to be the biggest problem when covering stair stringers with deck tape and other exterior stair building projects. And that's the fact that they somehow cut it into 1.5-inch strips or buy 1.5-inch wide deck tape and use it for 1.5-inch wide stair stringers. And what happens with this is that the water can actually enter into the area underneath the deck tape and on top of the stair stringer. So to fix this, all we need to do is simply use larger pieces that will fold over the sides. So for example, a 2-inch piece of deck tape is probably going to work better for an 1.5-inch wide piece of lumber. And in this example here, I'm just providing you with what it would look like on one side of the stair stringer. You're going to need to have it go over both sides. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to also go over the front of the stair stringer. And even though this won't prevent water from absorbing into the side of the stair stringers, by folding it over, it will allow for the water to stay away from the top of the stair stringers. Next up, let's go ahead and put some caulking at the back. We've covered the sides and the front, but we could still have water absorbing in from the back here. So maybe some caulking, some type of a sealant might work. You can put the sealant on and then put the tape on, or put the tape on and then put the sealant on, whatever you think is going to work best for your project. You don't want to seal the entire top of the stair stringer and then allow water to seep in from the back here, especially if your goal is to keep as much water off of the top horizontal sections of the stair stringers as possible. And last on our list, besides covering the entire stair stringer, would be to cover the risers with your deck tape. Just keep in mind that water leaking down will be able to get behind these areas. It won't be as easy to keep the water out of the vertical sections as it will be to keep it out of the horizontal sections. And I know some of you are going to suggest using treated lumber. Go for it if that's going to work better for you. And don't forget that you can paint or use other wood sealers to prolong the life of your stair stringers also. And in our last video, I will provide you with a few reasons why you might not ever consider using a round log to build a set of stairs for the surface area of your steps like we have in this example. However, as always, I will leave that up to you. If it makes sense and it's something you really want, then go for it. So here we have a set of stairs built out of concrete that would be shaped the way we normally see them. And I went ahead and placed the logs in a position to where they would create a similar type of stairway. And in it we have 7-inch risers and a 12-inch stair tread depth. And in our next example, we are going to place our logs in concrete. So we have identical stairs here. The logs are in the same position as the previous example, except in this example we are going to set our logs in concrete. So you can see here where we might need to put some smaller logs or more concrete in this area to provide better structural support for the front logs we're going to use on our stair steps, or lower the riser height. And if we don't fill these areas in here, like we're going to in our next example, then something like this would be very uncomfortable to use. And if we do fill these areas in, we're going to be dealing with small sections of concrete that could easily break and separate from the lumber here. So this isn't going to provide us with the best option either. And of course, the number one reason why I wouldn't want to use rounded logs would be that it's going to reduce the level or flat surface of the step, and in some cases make the stairway more difficult to use for some people. And I think going up this stairway might not be as difficult as coming down. You're gonna want to put your foot on this section of the stairway. And if you lose your balance, it could force you to fall forward a little easier. And I think the building codes to build something like this could be a little confusing, because you're still going to be coming off of the farthest section of the upper tread to the farthest section of the lower tread to measure the tread depth. And the same for the riser height, but in reality, you're not going to have the same surface area that you're going to have over here. And last on the list will be the fact that some building codes will not allow this because of the curvature of the nosing. That shouldn't be more than 9/16 of an inch. And in this example here, we have a 3.5 inch curvature. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.